Now that we got that little bolt in, all we gotta do is put in our oil fill cap and we're done. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so this is part 2 of putting on a new oil fill cap on our brand new valve covers. On the last part, we drilled the hole and we started grinding these edges here because the oil fill cap wouldn't fit because of these edges, so we have to grind it a bit. I started off with the Dremel. They look sort of okay, but guys, cut me some slack here. I've never used a Dremel in my life, so hopefully we can make this somewhat look good and get the job done. As always, I recommend if you're working on anything regarding metal shavings, dust, debris, have some kind of respirator. I don't have that, so I'm double masked, and I also have some eye protection here. Very, very important. Safety is the #1 thing when you're doing these kinds of jobs. What I had done was, this was not enough. So what I had to do was I had to take a Sharpie. I got the cap here. I got the piece and I kind of marked out where the edge is with a Sharpie, and I with the Dremel for about 30 minutes I kind of grinded all this down just enough, hopefully, so that we can get this fill cap on here. Well guys, after testing the fitment on this, it screws on perfectly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off, I'm gonna sand down the edges here, make it look a little bit nicer, get that like OEM style look, and we'll put this back on. Alright guys, so all the metal shavings have been cleaned off. We have our oil cap disassembled. I have a 2.5mm hex here because this little bolt actually goes into the oil cap to tighten it on so that it stays in the engine. You want to make sure that that is on tight. Now that I have the valve cover flipped over for you, what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece right here with the O-ring. You're going to shove it in here, as you can see here. Now with the threads, you can perfectly screw that on. Now that we got that on tightened, now what we're going to do is we're going to put some blue thread locker in here and insert it into the little hole right there so that this stays in place. Now from close up, it doesn't look so great because of the grinding with the Dremel, but cut me some slack guys. This was the first time ever using a Dremel, and I gotta say, this was pretty successful. Thanks for watching.